What's up, guys? We're back in PigBANG. We're going over tips, tricks, and cheats. So there are different modes. You can currently fight in ranked mode. You can fight in unranked mode by going into fighting bots. Click on the open, and then you can go up there, bot player. If you click bot player, you'll fight against bots. You'll get 50% less rewards, but you'll be able to play and practice different builds and combinations against AI computers. And it will not affect your rank whatsoever. You'll also notice too that you can swap weapons at any time. And you see we have a rocket launcher currently on, and we actually move quite slow. Some weapons decrease your movement speed. So the rocket launcher, the heavy duty machine gun. And there's an easy way to do that. Swap over to a lighter weapon. You can see your standard SMG will allow you to run a lot faster. So if you're ever trying to move, swap over to a lighter equipment. Next big tip is you can get a full health regen at that water pool right there. That green pool of hearts flying out. Fill up your HP there. You don't want to die, especially later on in the match when death means 20 seconds of respawn time. Make sure you utilize your range on your weapons. We have a rocket launcher right now, which has really high range, so we don't want to get in too close to the enemy here. So we're standing our distance and we're shooting him with the rocket launcher. We are outranging his machine gun there so we don't take any damage from his fire. And this is huge. When you are losing, your opponent will drop water bottles when you kill them. And they will give you some water to close the gap to give you a chance to come back. When you are losing, you do not need to kill creeps or anything like that. You want to focus on killing the enemy players. And enemy players, if you're ahead, you don't really want to rush the opponent's base and just kind of like taunt them and kill them at their base. Because they have that HP water pool there. So it allows them to come back a lot easier. And if you die, you can give them, upwards to 200 water per death. So depending on how big of a lead you have, you drop a lot more water. So currently it is a very close match right now. We're down by a few points. So when we're killing the enemy player, they're only dropping water bottles. They give about 5 or 6 or so. But if they were 200 points ahead of us, we would kill someone and we would gain an additional like 70 or 80 points of water to really close the gap there. Another big tip is that on the minimap right there, you can actually curse over by just tapping the minimap. And then you can spawn towers anywhere in the map that you control. You don't have to be in that area. So we just spawned 3 towers over by our base right there by just clicking on the minimap, moving the minimap over there, spawning the towers, and then we can finger curse and scroll and see what's going on over there. We can see what's going on in that combat area in the down region right there. So you can use the mini-map there and kind of ping your locations around and see different parts of the map. There's no direct way to communicate right now with your, allies. But yeah, you can definitely use that mini-map, and dropping towers in locations that you are not is a huge benefit that many people don't know about yet. You can also use the blink ability. Blink is very effective to hop over walls, hop through walls. But be careful, you can blink down into this little pool of water and you'll be stuck there until your blink comes up. Cooldown. You can also blink into different sections of the wall and kind of glitch yourself into the outskirts. So blink is a really cool ability. Like we can go ahead and blink and we're now inside the cave over here where they spawn. There's little different areas where you can blink in between walls and such like that on the outskirts of the map. The creeps also occasionally will drop special perks. So faster reload times, faster or more damage on your weapons, more damage on your towers, more HP on your towers. Things like that can be found by creeps. Make sure that you keep an eye on the mini-map to see what has dropped. And you do want to make sure that you coordinate with your teammate, because some perks are going to be a lot better for your build. If you're running a tower build that has a lot of towers, you're going to want to grab any tower perks, and you're going to want to make sure that your teammate kind of knows that. And so they know not to pick up your tower perks that do drop occasionally. You can see there's something that dropped over there, and that is the HP. So that's a full HP life there. You'll notice that even though the rocket did not directly hit us, it still did damage. It is an AoE effect, and there's also a little bit of lag as well. So it's an auto target. You don't necessarily have to directly hit them. Having an insanely fast berserker speed build, although be it you can be really fast, doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to take any damage because of the pretty much auto targeting that is done by the game. You'll see there's multiple perks over there now. So there's been 2 full HPs. So if we need HPs, we can go and grab those. HP is probably the worst perk that the creeps can drop. You can't drop towers, so we can't deploy towers in enemy locations. So currently this is an enemy location. We can't drop towers. We still cannot drop towers because we currently do not own it. There is a trick though. If you do own an area and someone is taking your area away from you, if you just put your tower cursor on it, you can also shoot across through there. So you see there's no wall. You can shoot through any areas. So there's a couple brick walls here and there. You can't shoot through those, but there's a lot of open areas we can shoot rockets through and machine guns. So make sure that you're always firing. We've captured the center. We want to place a tower here. Maybe not right this second. So you just put your cursor on that area and now leave it be. You can place a tower anytime that your cursor is up there by just going back and clicking on it. So even if the enemy captures the middle point, you can still build your tower in enemy territory as long as you had that cursor there. And you can see our cursor is still up and now it is completely gone. So if we would have timed it right as they were capturing the middle points, we would have been able to drop our tower there, as we still had our tower cursor in that section. And then make sure that you utilize different kind of perks and abilities. So again, you always want to get the water bottles from your opponent. So we gain 4 water because it's a close match right now. And once again, we can drop towers back here to help defend. Every time a creep goes through, you're going to lose some more water. And so we're at -10 right now, and that's why we're losing, is that a lot of creeps have actually got through our base. You need to be very careful as the match progresses into the 5+ minute mark. Aerial creeps come out, those flying jets, and they have a lot of HP. So many people don't equip aerial towers. It's just people don't use it because most of the creeps are land-based creeps. And they figure the aerial towers just aren't worth it. Aerial towers are probably one of the best defensive towers in the game that you can put in your base to make sure that those aerial planes don't go through and destroy your base. They only cost 20 points of gold. They're very, very cheap. You do want to make sure that you're spending your gold pretty much always So that's it for the tips, tricks, and cheats videos here. If you have any more other tips that you want to post down below, post them in the comment section. We'll also do a video on different builds and different ability combinations. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Tell your friends about Pig.